Why are cases among kids and young adults now suddenly rising? More and more young people are getting into serious troubles, severe diseases requiring hospitalization. CDC says a far more contagious variant of the coronavirus, first identified in the United Kingdom, is now the dominant in the world. Despite the success of vaccinations thus far, it's premature to declare victories. The relative impact of the virus. For example, more than 75% of individuals 65 years of age or older have had at least one shot of a two-shot vaccine, which means when you look at the entire population, there's a relatively more protections among older individuals as opposed to younger individuals. So what we are seeing now is what appears to be, but its reality, disproportionately more infections in younger individuals. About clusters. Clusters of cases in daycare as well as school sports, particularly team sports, in which people engaged in close contact without masks. I think that is what is explaining these surges of cases in young individuals driven by the variant, the B117, which had originated in the UK and now is dominant in the USA. Nationwide, kind of in terms of hospitalization and death, where are we on this pandemic? I mean, in terms of the highs we've seen and the low we've seen. So they're coming down, the hospitalization are coming down, and deaths are coming down. The number that is disturbing is the number of cases each day. Now it's a plateau of the disturbingly high levels. There is a risk of getting a surge back up. So the way we are looking at it now is almost a race between getting the things people vaccinating and the surge that seems to want to increase it and what's going on. For example, in Europe, where they are having some surges now that are really quite alarming. We are vaccinating now between 3 and 4 million people per day, and the vaccination, the program is going very well. So if we could just, I've said this so many times each day that more people by the millions are vaccinated, we'll have each enough people vaccinated where the risk of the surge will diminish. So where we are right now is kind of a balance of risk and benefit, namely getting the vaccines going and not just pulling back on all the public health measures. Now, not the time as so-called to declare victory prematurely. We still have a considerable risk there that we need to get by. Is it known or clear what percentage of the population needs to be vaccinated or free vaccinated in order to cross that threshold? The answer is no. It's going to be a combination of people who are vaccinated and those who have been infected have successfully recovered and are immune to the infection, at least with a wide type of virus that infected them in the first place. This issue of herd immunity, it varies from disease to disease. It varies on the ability, the efficiency of transmission from person to person. It varies with the efficacy of the vaccine. Estimated is somewhere between 70 and 85% of the population where the combination of people who were vaccinated and the people who recovered. To get to these mystical numbers, the more and more people you get vaccinated, that closer and closer we get it to controls. So we may get to 50% of the people vaccinated or 60% and still get to the point where we have the market diminishing of the number of infections per day. That's what we are looking for. And we're going to get there if we keep vaccinating people. Obviously, there's an element of the vaccine hesitancy or concern that we need to address. The rest of the world really matters. Globally, the most cases ever recorded. WHO just look at the line in India. Cases and deaths are soaring.